Welcome back to the Wednesday Grind, your midweek boost for Etsy strategy, trend forecasting, and all things print on demand. If your Etsy shop's feeling the heat from the summer slump, or worse, total crickets, don't worry, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into the spring and summer 2025 Etsy trend edit, and trust me, it's not just fluff. These trends are backed by real search and sales data, giving us a clear roadmap for what buyers are actually looking for right now. Whether you're designing mugs, t-shirts, home decor, or accessories, I'm breaking down 6 hot trends you can plug directly into your shop today. So grab your coffee, open up that listings tab, and let's get to work. This is the Wednesday Grind. All right, before we dive in, let's take a quick look at today's agenda so you know exactly what to expect. First up, we've got the Etsy Summer 2025 edit. I'll walk you through what Etsy's highlighting for the season and how you can align your product line with what shoppers are actively searching for right now. These aren't just guesses. These are aesthetic and niche trends Etsy is boosting in their emails, social media, and landing pages. So they're definitely ones to watch and consider adding to your shop. Then we'll move into trend shifts. These are spring and summer trends I believe will carry us straight into fall and Q4. We're talking Halloween and Christmas prep. Now's the time to start positioning your products before those early shoppers start rolling in. Next, I'll share the top products currently selling on Printify this summer. These aren't theories. These are real data-backed bestsellers that are driving revenue right now according to Printify. So if you've been wondering what to list next, don't miss this part. Then it's time for best summer niches. From Father's Day to bachelorette season to vacation shirts, I'll break down the hottest seasonal categories to focus on right now. These are the niches giving sellers the best shot at visibility and conversions. And finally, we'll wrap it up with my favorite segment, Spill the Beans. This is where I share bonus tips, strategy insights, and a little motivation to help you walk away with fresh, actionable ideas. And just a heads up that I do have a free summer report and Etsy edit cheat sheet, so comment either trend report or cheat sheet if you would like the links to those free resources, if you want to follow along, or grab them in the description. First up is Literary Girl. This trend is for all the romantics, bookworms, and daydreamers out there. Physical books are making a huge comeback, and so is everything that comes with them. Imagine book bars, dreamy home libraries, blind date book boxes, and vintage stacks of books doubling as decor. Did you know that over 20,000 book-related items are purchased on Etsy every single day? And searches for blind book date boxes have more than doubled recently. One of the top holiday gifts last year was personalized book embossers. That tells us something. Bookish culture isn't just alive and well, it's thriving. So what does that mean for you as a seller? Well, you could create book-themed mugs with witty or romantic quotes, or offer personalized bookmarks and tote bags with vintage literary designs. Even stickers, journals, and framed bookish art prints are great sellers in this niche. When you're designing, think cozy and romantic. Use tea-stained ivory, burgundy, and sage green. Stick with fonts that look like typewriter text or something handwritten. And don't forget cozy imagery like florals, reading glasses, a warm cup of tea, or a comfy chair in a sunbeam. Here's a tip: bundle products together. Imagine a mug that says "smells like she's reading again," paired with a floral bookmark and a mini print. Call it a book club bestie bundle, and you've just increased your average order value. Now let's talk about one of my favorite emerging trends on Etsy right now, Messy Coquette. This one is giving major coquette aesthetic meets Y2K cool girl energy. It's hyper feminine, but not in that polished, put together way. It's flirty, it's fun, and it's just a little chaotic. In the absolute best way. We're talking bows, ribbons, beaded accessories, heart charms, lip gloss energy, all mashed together with a little bit of hot mess energy, and buyers are loving it. Searches for coquette bows are up over 500% right now on Etsy. That's massive. Bow t-shirts and sweatshirts, sales have doubled. Beaded bags and charm jewelry are also seeing a big spike, with searches for both doubling in recent months. So what does that mean for you as a seller? If you're in the print-on-demand space, you have a huge opportunity here. Think about creating bow-embellished sweatshirts, baby tees, or hoodies with soft, romantic puff print elements. You could do repeating charm patterns on tote bags or phone cases. Think hearts, cherries, butterflies, bows, anything that feels cute, girly, and just a little over the top. For digital sellers, there's space here too. Messy Coquette is an aesthetic, so design for it. Try printable wall art in blush pinks and pastels with dreamy phrases and sparkly accents. Instagram templates and Canva kits made for influencers in the beauty, fashion, or lifestyle niches. Or create clip art bundles with bows, pearls, hearts, and handwritten text overlays that customers can use for their own designs. Let's talk design tips. For colors, stick with soft pastels like blush pink, baby blue, lavender, buttery yellow, even some cherry red, or black for contrast. For fonts, go with handwritten or bubbly styles, or even a soft vintage serif. Don't be afraid to layer elements or let things feel a little bit off-center. Messy Coquette is not minimal. It's meant to feel a little cluttered in a charming way. You can also lean into textures. Try incorporating faux satin ribbons, beading effects, puff text, or sparkle textures in your mockups and designs. And if you're creating mockups, use lifestyle shots that give off that soft, girly, almost sleepover diary vibe. Think lace curtains, vintage mirrors, ballet flats, and soft lighting. One tip to stand out is by combining trends. You could blend messy Coquette with ballet core, grunge fairy, western Coquette, or even retro 90s vibes. Create something unique by taking the aesthetic and giving it a new twist. Remember to look for gaps in the market where a new trending aesthetic hasn't been introduced yet. Like niches that haven't seen the messy Coquette treatment, especially evergreen niches, and be the first to bring that playful, hyper-feminine style to an untapped audience. This trend has staying power. We're going to see it pop up through all the major summer niches, and will likely carry through the fall and into Christmas niches. Messy Coquette isn't just another aesthetic. It's a vibe, a mood, and a playful take on femininity that people are resonating with. So go have fun with it. Create products that feel a little dreamy, a little sparkly, and a lot unapologetically pretty. Next up, we have Island Luxe. Some people call it resort core or tourist chic. Whatever the name, this trend is all about living your best vacation life, whether you're actually traveling or just daydreaming about it from your kitchen table. Get this, searches for fruit necklaces are up almost 500%. Raffia bag searches, they've quadrupled. And one of the top search terms on Etsy this year is travel accessories. So yeah, we are definitely in our jet-setting era. If you're a seller, this is your chance to lean into tropical luxury. Think linen travel totes with embroidery, mugs with juicy citrus designs, jewelry that looks like it belongs in a fruit basket. Even printable wall art with island vibes can totally work. Colors everything here. Go for lemon yellow, coral pink, aqua blue, and sunset orange. Use motifs like palm leaves, banana bunches, water ripples, and anything that gives off that breezy, barefoot on the beach feel. Smart sellers are already cross-niching this trend with Messy Coquette. Think tropical charm necklaces with pastel beads, embroidered travel pouches with bows and hearts, or citrus-themed mugs with Coquette-style handwritten fonts. By blending hyper-feminine flair, you can create products that feel both fresh and flirty and stand out in saturated categories. This kind of aesthetic fusion is exactly what helps your listings catch the eye and stay memorable. Get ready to leave Earth behind, because Galactic Metallic is the trend that is totally out of this world. This one's inspired by space travel, sci-fi, and everything shiny, mysterious, and futuristic. Zodiac jewelry searches are up 400%, crystal mugs up over 700%, and half-moon lamps, those searches have skyrocketed nearly 600%. But this trend isn't just about shine, it's about magic. It's about mystery. It's that feeling of looking up at the stars and wondering what else is out there. So how do you bring that into your shop? Offer Zodiac-themed art, galaxy-printed mugs, holographic effect t-shirts that shimmer like the night sky, even smaller products like stickers, jewelry trays, or digital downloads with custom star maps are perfect for this vibe. For design, lean into cosmic gradients, purples, blues, metallic overlays. Use celestial symbols like crescent moons, constellations, shooting stars, and choose fonts that feel modern, sleek, or even a little space age. This trend gives you a chance to get bold, get creative, and tap into that dreamy, otherworldly aesthetic shoppers can't get enough of. Now we're slowing things down and stepping into something a little more romantic, a little more rustic. It's called Chateaucore. If last summer was all about tomato girl vibes, this year we're moving into full-on French countryside fantasy. Searches for France cottage decor are up over 26,000%. Vintage glassware nearly doubled. And charcuterie board gift sets? Those are up 4 times. This isn't just a passing trend, it's a full-on aesthetic shift. So what does that mean for your shop? It means embroidered linens are in, delicate mugs are in, romantic floral patterns, very in. Think kitchen towels with charming French sayings, teacups with soft vintage florals, or even digital art that looks like it came straight out of a 19th century novel. For your design style, keep things soft and understated. Use muted tones, dusty rose, sage green, ivory, and gold. Choose florals that feel gentle and graceful, not bold or loud. And when it comes to fonts, go with something handwritten or classic, like it belongs on a love letter. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about maritime living. Now, this isn't your typical yacht club prep look. This trend is raw, it's rugged, and it's inspired by real fishermen, coastal towns, and that windswept, salt in the air kind of life. Striped decor is having a moment, especially in rugs, linens, and wall art. Searches for shell bags have doubled, and fisherman aesthetic is up over 150%. If you love coastal design, now's your time to shine. Offer up shell-shaped trinket dishes, striped throw pillows, sardine-themed candles, or nautical, quote, tote bags that feel a little vintage, a little sea-worn. Even digital art with boats, lighthouses, or sea glass textures can perform really well in this niche. 4 colors stick with seafoam green, driftwood brown, and weathered blue. The textures should feel handmade, worn, or even sun-bleached, like they've been through a few storms. And for fonts, go rustic or industrial, something that feels practical and honest. Here's a seasonal tip for you. This trend is perfect for Father's Day. Think fishing-themed mugs, digital prints of ocean landscapes, or personalized gifts for dads who love the sea. Next, let's talk about which of these spring and summer trends I think are going to carry straight into fall and Q4, and how you can start positioning your shop now for Halloween and Christmas sales. Halloween sales start picking up in July, actually, which is just around the corner. First up is Literary Girl. Cozy, bookish aesthetics are perfect for fall. Think warm tone mugs with spooky quotes, fall reading bundles, blind date with a mystery book boxes, and embroidered totes for back to school or Halloween party gifts. Add autumn leaves or darker florals to tie it into the season. Consider targeting occupational niches like teachers and librarians, as well as book lovers or bookish gifts. Messy Coquette is going nowhere. Expect it to evolve into something like Dark Coquette or Witchy Coquette for Halloween. Think bows on skeletons, puff print haunted hearts, and charm bracelets with spooky sparkle. For Christmas, pair it with velvet textures and winter pastel palettes for a sugar plum coquette. Island Luxe will likely fade a bit post-summer outside of the vacation and cruise niche, like holiday family vacation and cruise shirts. Galactic Metallic has definite Q4 potential for both Halloween and Christmas. For Halloween, think celestial witch core. Shimmer meets shadow. Add stars, moons, and iridescent accents to spellbooks, trick-or-treat bags, or holographic wall art. For Christmas, lean into Celestial Christmas with metallic foil touches on ornaments, greeting cards, and zodiac-themed gifts. Pair it with festive glam or retro futurism for a standout holiday aesthetic. Imagine chrome candy canes, stardust Santas, and constellation gift wrap. This trend works especially well for print-on-demand products like mugs, throw pillows, and holiday pajamas that blend sparkle with cosmic vibes. Chateaucore is basically made for the holidays. From French-inspired tablescapes at Thanksgiving to ornate vintage gift wrap and romantic holiday mugs, this trend can easily shift into winter. Add gold foil, holiday florals, and warm lighting to transition seamlessly. Maritime living will see a decline as fall approaches, but consider thinking beyond the beach. Cozy lighthouse themes, nautical knit textures, fishermen's sweaters, and sea-inspired ornaments can make this aesthetic work year-round. Pair it with Nordic style and you've got a rustic coastal Christmas. The real magic happens when you combine trending aesthetics with your specific niche. A gothic literary girl Halloween sweatshirt taps into both dark academia and seasonal demand. A coquette Christmas ornament with celestial sparkle blends 2 top-tier aesthetics for a product that feels both on-trend and unique. A maritime-inspired Christmas stocking with vintage sailor embroidery adds nostalgic charm to a coastal decor niche. This is how you create products that stand out in crowded markets, by layering trends with intention. So start blending now. That's truly how you stand out. Let's take a look at the top best-selling products on Printify for the summer season. These are proven favorites that shoppers are searching for right now. First up, tanks and graphic tees. These trend every single summer, especially racerback tanks for women and youth tees. Next, tote bags. Both all-over print and canvas totes are lightweight, versatile, and perfect for beach days, groceries, or trips to the park. They also make great bundles. Hats are also huge. Think distressed caps, trucker hats, and classic dad hats. They're stylish, functional, and an easy upsell with any outdoor-themed design. Tumblers are also popular, especially the big durable ones that give Stanley vibes. Printify even offers engravable options now, which adds a premium touch. Summer dresses are another breakout product. Mini, midi, and skater styles and trending prints like coastal or retro are selling like crazy. Then we've got clogs, slides, and flip-flops. These are all about comfort and personality, fun patterns, bold text, or minimalist styles. Don't be afraid to play here. Can coolers are a summer staple, perfect for barbecues, weddings, beach trips, easy to personalize and low cost, so they make great add-on items. Lunch bags and bento boxes are also on the rise. Super practical for families or 9-to-5ers packing snacks for the road. Plus, they look great with cute custom prints. Last but not least, oversized beach towels. These make a visual splash with bold designs and have a huge print area, which means more room for creativity. So if you're planning your summer catalog, these are the products that are already winning. Get them listed with your own spin now. Here are some of the top niches for summer sales: Father's Day, outdoors and national parks, Pride, 4th of July, bridal, bachelorette, back to school and seniors, class of 2026. However, you're almost out of time to cash in on the Father's Day niche, so you'll want to get those up immediately if you want a chance to rank for Father's Day sales, which are already approaching peak searches. However, the dad niche is evergreen, so you'll likely see sales even after Father's Day in this niche. Be sure to watch the last episode of the Wednesday Grind, which is all about a very low competition Father's Day product. In fact, I've already had a subscriber comment that it took them only a week to get their first organic sale with this new product. Comment Father's Day video and I can share a link to that video with you, or I'll link it in the description below. Keep in mind, you shouldn't be creating just a single listing in each of these niches. That's not enough to get traction. Instead, aim for a minimum of 15 to 20 listings per niche. Why? Because volume increases your chances of showing up in search, testing what sells, and collecting data fast. It also allows you to experiment with different keywords, styles, and product types, so you can see what resonates with your audience. And don't forget to incorporate some of the trending aesthetics we covered earlier in the Etsy Summer Trend Guide, like Messy Coquette and Literary Girl. Layering these aesthetics onto your niche helps your listings feel fresh, relevant, and highly clickable. Now, if that sounds overwhelming, don't stress. You don't need to tackle every single niche. In fact, it's way more effective to pick one or two and go deep rather than spreading yourself too thin. Focused effort leads to stronger branding, faster results, and more sustainable growth. So let me know in the comments which one of these trends you're most excited to try in your shop. And if you watched all the way through and love this kind of deep dive content, type ride the wave below. I'll see you